Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something super important for anyone planning a cruise vacation. We all love a good deal and a fun hack, but some so-called cruise tips floating around the internet are actually myths that could land you in serious trouble. I'm talking about getting kicked off the ship, banned for life, or even facing legal action. So, before you pack your bags, let's debunk 3 dangerous cruise myths that you absolutely need to avoid. Stick around, because you don't want to learn these lessons the hard way. First up, the myth of sneaking your own alcohol on board. You've probably seen it online. People showing off clever ways to hide liquor in fake shampoo bottles, mouthwash containers, or even special flasks designed to beat security. The myth is that it's a harmless way to save a few bucks on expensive cruise ship drinks. The reality? It's a huge violation of the cruise line's policy. Every piece of luggage you bring on board goes through an X-ray scanner, and the security staff are experts at spotting these tricks. They've seen it all. When they find your hidden stash, and they almost always will, the best-case scenario is they confiscate it, and you don't see it again until the end of the cruise. But it can get much worse. Depending on the cruise line and the amount you're trying to sneak on, you could be denied boarding right at the port with no refund. Some lines will even put a note on your account, flagging you for future cruises. It's simply not worth the risk. Most cruise lines do allow you to bring 1 or 2 bottles of wine or champagne per stateroom. So check your cruise line's specific policy and stick to it. The second myth is a big one. It's my balcony. I can do what I want. This myth leads to some of the most dangerous behavior seen at sea. People think that because they paid for a balcony cabin, it's their private space to smoke, hang things to dry, or even climb on the railings for that perfect Instagram photo. This is incredibly wrong and dangerous. First, smoking. Every major cruise line has an absolute ban on smoking on cabin balconies. It's a massive fire hazard. A single flicked cigarette but can be carried by the wind to another balcony's furniture or a public deck below, potentially starting a catastrophic fire at sea. The fines for this are steep, often hundreds of dollars, and you can be immediately disembarked at the next port at your own expense. The same goes for hanging towels or clothes to dry on the railing. They can fly off and become a safety hazard or get caught in the ship's equipment. And climbing on the railings? It should go without saying, but this is a direct path to falling overboard. Cruise lines have a zero-tolerance policy for this kind of reckless behavior. Security will be at your door, and you will be removed from the ship. Your private balcony is not so private. It's part of a much larger vessel with strict safety rules for everyone. Finally, let's talk about the myth that you can just wing it with poor day timings. The myth suggests that the ship won't leave without you, especially if you're on a crew-sponsored excursion. Or, some people believe the all aboard time is just a suggestion and there's a grace period. This is a recipe for disaster. The ship runs on a very tight schedule. It has to depart at a specific time to make it to the next port and to clear the harbor. If you are not on that ship by the all aboard time, which is often 30 minutes to an hour before the actual departure time, the ship will leave without you. This is known as pier running, and you can find tons of videos online of people sprinting down the dock, watching their vacation sail away. If the ship leaves you behind, it is entirely your responsibility to get to the next port of call. That means you have to pay for your own flights, hotels, and transportation. It's a stressful and incredibly expensive mistake. Always know your ship's time, not the local time, and plan to be back at the port at least an hour before the final call. Don't become one of those viral videos. So there you have it. 3 myths that could turn your dream vacation into a nightmare. Don't try to smuggle booze, respect the rules of your balcony, and always get back to the ship on time. Cruising is one of the best ways to travel, but it's important to be a smart and responsible passenger. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more travel tips and cruise advice. Let me know in the comments if you've ever seen someone break these rules on a cruise. Stay safe and happy travels.